We're not going to make it, well,
yeah, right, depends on the board.
I'm not making.
Close the meeting, we'll just wait for the next.
Okay, but just to clarify, the chief did give us 2 recommendations in writing. He gave us 2 recommendations, but did say we feel that traffic control devices or safety or better. But he said he boiled it down to 2 recommendations. There was a 3rd recommendation from someone in Hamiltonian Park to put a stop sign on Fleetwood. However, I had asked Dan, where does he feel? He brought up Fleetwood. On Fleetwood, do you think a stop sign?
Yankee Maid?
Yankee Maid Lane. Where were you thinking on Yankee Maid Lane? That's the 3rd location, but Yankee Maid Lane is
I'm not exactly sure about that. Do we need an answer tonight?
No, but you brought it up.
I go back out there and look at it and talk to a couple
Dan, we got
okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can answer a couple of people.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not going to do any action on this at all tonight?
I'll be the first to say, if you're going to pick one, you have to pick both, because they both come in the same way. Yankee Main is a road that you have most of your traffic on, and it's kind of fast because people start up at the top of the hill. Fleetwood comes into it, and Florida can both come into it. And they're both basically the same. I drove there a few times this past week just to see how it goes.
What I want to do is put 2 on Yankee Maid Lane,
Upper Manchester.
with the races from one to the other.
Okay, John, did you have something to say also?
The only point that I want to make is, with children in the road, whether you have that S-bend off of, Oakwood onto Fleetwood, or any other intersecting road in this park, it almost doesn't make any difference. If you've got people walking their dog, out on roller skates, riding their bike, every single road is potentially in jeopardy, okay, with traffic. The fact of the matter is that you've got about 12 or 13 intersecting roads, whether they come, and most of them come to T's, okay? Most of them are coming to a T. It's not a 4-way intersection. So if you're going to have a single stop sign, you're still having traffic flow the other way. For example, the stop sign on Oakwood, that's great to stop the traffic coming in off of that entrance. But it doesn't solve the problem if we're saying that there is a problem with cars coming down from the front entrance off of Yankee Maid, down Fleetwood and around that same turn. It doesn't alleviate the traffic flow. I know myself, if I don't want to come in and stop, I'm going to come in on Yankee Maid from now on. And I'll come down Fleetwood and I'm not going to have to stop. Now that's not because I don't want to obey the stop sign. I'm just saying, I'm thinking like, there's people in this community that, should probably know that if there's going to be stop signs put on their property, I hope that they would come out to understand what's going to happen, or what's potentially going to be proposed to happen. And the fact of the matter is that, if we talk about flow of traffic, well, a stop sign does control the flow of traffic, but a yield sign does the same thing. I'm not advocating yield signs for stop signs. I want that intersection where Fleetwood and Oakwood come together to be safe. But, we were at 2, we were at 1, then we were at 2, and then, there was a thought of 12, and now there's a 3rd one. I think this involves more discussion and more input from the community, that's all.
Okay. Is there a group in your community that will get together and give us a recommendation?
I think that we can do that. I think that we can do that fairly quickly.
And then we'll interface with our police chief or our police department and see if we can come up with a satisfactory resolution.
Group and be notified. I don't know.
I think it's important that if there's a group discussion, and by all means, Jerry would be part of that because he's the one who has brought this to the forefront. If there could be a conversation or discussion between us and the chief and the board to come to some amicable solution here to satisfy everything, I think that might be a good course of action.
Well, that's what these public hearings were about, but your group did not show up to give us the input that we needed.
Right.
That would benefit them. So now we'll just hold it and ask you to do one more sweep of it
and if you get the group together, try and get some people that are silent. Try to get them to come to really see how they feel, if you know what I'm talking about.
Because once it's
I think you
done,
do.
it's done.
No, exactly. I
Yeah,
understand.
sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So go get the
You're
microphone.
okay,
back.
though.
Okay, we're up to number 3. We had 2 pieces of correspondence. One of them is in your packet here from Fuelmaster. And Lou, I know I spoke to you earlier about this. There's the one that Steve is recommending is the one from the other one. This was in our packet a couple of meetings back. And he's recommending that we take the $918.75.
I like it. If it's okay with the board, I like to read it and go over it.
Sure.
I just got it tonight.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so we'll put it on the agenda for Thursday.
Yeah.
Very good. Next is, we have come almost, I guess, to a conclusion in reference to the MOA, Memorandum of Agreement, with the Goshen Town PBA. I spoke to Phil earlier. It's in your packet there. It's about 6 or 7 pages long. I think from my understanding with Phil is he wanted to read it, and all of us wanted to read it, and then we would possibly pass this on Thursday. If you look on page 1, as per the Memorandum of Agreement, we have through August 26th in order to do that. So that works. Number 5.
Number 5 what?
Number 5 says, town board meeting be held no later than August 26, 2010, in which ratification vote. Yeah.
So next meeting.
Right, so Thursday's fine. Okay?
In violation of even the MOA.
Right.
We'd be in violation?
No, we
You're
wouldn't.
not. No,
We
you
wouldn't.
are not.
I just don't know if this was from the PBA or this came from our attorney. I still don't know.
Yeah, you need to verify that, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was the basis for our last...
Someone's going to look at that before she even signed that one on
Right.
Saturday morning, right?
Right. I wanted to make sure that you
That's
got
right, yeah.
the copy from our attorney signed off to make sure they were both the same.
Absolutely.
There's no distrust here,
Yeah.
but...
Now, Judy Melee received a copy of this according to the CC, but it looks like this comes from Anthony Safaro.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll look at that on
Further
Thursday.
than I was the last meeting.
Next is a, oh, I'm sorry.
Only August 25th, 25th is Wednesday, right, David?
Where are you reading now?
Yeah.
I'm saying page 1, item 3. PBA shall hold an application no later than August 25th.
Well, the PBA the PBA has already ratified this.
Yeah.
supposedly.
We have...
I'm not,
Yeah, we-
giving it a wrong.
Yeah, we have to ratify it by the 26th.
Slide 26, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I see Doug initiated all of this.
I know Anthony,
I just got this today, so... Yeah.
Okay.
So make sure we have 3 guys here on Thursday.
Well, we don't have 3 guys.
I just brought it up.
I know, I'm kidding. Somebody else play on vacation?
You're a cell phone, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you going to be here, Lou?
I just gave you a heads up. Make sure we have 3 guys here.
Well, it looks like we're going to have 4 guys.
No worries.
Hey, Chairman, you're going to be here.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks like we're going to have 4 guys.
Let's talk to the deputy supervisor, make sure.
I'm alive and well. Yeah.
Okay, the next thing on the agenda here is number 5. That's a letter of resignation from Linda Finnegan. Dear Neil Halloran, as we previously discussed, I'll be starting a full-time position with Goshen Central School District effective September 1st. At this time, I will be available to do some part-time work on a limited basis. So we need a motion to accept her resignation.
I'll make a motion to accept her resignation effective September 1st, 2010.
Second?
So moved.
Second? Any discussion?
Yeah, we're going to write her a letter and thank her for her
Yeah.
participation.
I think we should leave some part-time available after the else she needs.
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay, very good. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Next is a letter of resignation from Mary Rice Izraelski from the Planning Board. Please accept my letter of resignation from the planning board. I have enjoyed serving the community in the town of Goshen. I hope that my service in this regard over the last 8.5 years have had a positive impact on the development in the town of Goshen. This resignation is effective at the end of September unless a replacement for my